Joined by Mitch Hahn, our NEAFL coach. Congratulations, through to the grand final.
Yeah, really exciting for our group and for our footy club to be in a grand final. Our players are really excited by the opportunity, I think, as our supporters are and the whole football club. So a fantastic effort by everyone involved in the football club.
So you were saying, it's quite a good reward for the guys' hard work throughout the year?
Yeah, they've worked really hard, and we've had, as all clubs do, you have players that come up and go down into senior level, but the attitude of the guys that have come back have been fantastic all year, and we're certainly expecting no different this week. There may be some changes made, but the attitude of the group has been fantastic.
Tell us about the game on the weekend, quite a convincing win.
Yeah, I mean, Sydney Uni have been fantastic all year. It was always going to be pretty tough. We thought that we got a little bit of ascendancy with our tools and our, our contested ball. Some of our leaders played really well early as well.
So what sort of confidence do the guys get from the win on the weekend heading into this grand final?
Yeah, we take a lot of belief in the process that we've taken all year, I suppose, but we know we come up against a really tough team in the Sydney Swans who have been dominant all year in this competition, and we've had some really good contests against them this year, and we'd expect no different. Their seniors are still in the final, so look, we'll go there with our process and we'll be giving it our best shot, absolutely.
You beat them in round 19 here at the Gabba. What do you think was the key to that afternoon's victory?
Yeah, I think there's no secret to finals footy. You need to be able to win the contested ball, and we're sure that that's one of the Sydney Swans' strengths. So that's where we'll be putting a lot of focus into our ability to be able to win the contested ball, or at least try and match a team who's been fantastic at that all year in the Swans. So that's what the focus will be.
So just talking before, you've been here for quite a few years. Last year was a particularly tough year for the NEAFL side, just 3 wins, and now they're in a grand final. What an amazing turnaround. Yeah,
and I think the whole club should take credit for that. Starts with Chris Fagan and David Noble, who have come in, and have had some new coaches brought into the environment, which have generated some real enthusiasm within the group. And the players have, we've also drafted in some really talented players, some young kids, which we saw this year play a lot of senior football, which then feeds some players back into our level. But for us to be able to have a really healthy list all year has certainly been a huge reason as to why we've been so successful. So that credit goes to the training program, the medical staff and everyone involved.
So just tell us as well, you've alternated the captaincy each week. How will you decide who will get the honour of captaining a side in a grand final this weekend?
Yeah, we have, and we think that that's been a fantastic initiative for the development of our group, considering we're really young. For one of our players to take responsibility of the team each week, we think that that's helped their development. This week will certainly be a tough one. Matty Eagles got the opportunity on the weekend, and he did a fantastic job at it. He's been fantastic for us all year. So we'll have a match committee later today, and we'll work out which player we think is going to get the players up the most. But again, that's just a title. We expect our 23 players on the weekend all to be leaders and all to contribute within that area.
Do you have quite a tough job again about selection this weekend?
Yeah, there'll be a few of our development players that may miss out and be unlucky because they performed really well on the weekend for us, but that's all part of our job, and the relationships that we've got with the players, we feel comfortable. They know the process, so they'll be aware that there'll be some tough decisions made, and the guys who missed out last week in Blake Brewer and Keen Hanley, and they had fantastic attitudes, so we'd expect the same from our development players.
And what would a win this weekend mean to the group?
I think it would just be great for the club, not only the group but for the whole football club. I think it's been a really successful year, and just for us to be able to finish that off would be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of hard work against a team who have played in a few grand finals in previous years. The Swans made it last year and fell short. So they'll certainly be coming out with fired up. So for us to be able to get a victory would certainly mean a lot for our footy club.
Thanks so much, Mitch, and all the best this weekend.
Cheers, no worries, thank you.